Be strong and get healthy. Stretch. Feel great about yourself and have some fun. It's time for you. Fitness is the key to your future. Don't get locked out. Take the challenge. Commit to be fit. Thanks for joining me today on Commit to be Fit. I'm Susie Smith. We have a really important show today. It's about self-defense for women, and I have a wonderful guest who is a master at mixed martial arts and many other forms of fitness. So I'm going to introduce you right away to my guest, Mark Schrader. Mark, thanks for coming on the
Susie.
show.
How are you? Thanks
I'm
for
great,
having me.
thank you. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you and what do you do?
Well, I started Tung Soo training when I was 14 in 1989. So obviously I'm giving away my age now, but yeah, I've been, I got into the martial arts, sort of by accident. A friend of mine, had a pamphlet to go to the karate school, and he showed it to me, and I took a lot of interest in it because, back when I was 14 years old, people really didn't pick on me, but at the same time, I was afraid of everything. I was afraid of my own shadow, and I said, man.
You really just growing up, were you a smaller kid? Or?
Not necessarily. I mean, I was pretty tall for my age, but then throughout high school, basically what happened is everybody else grew up and I didn't. So I stayed this size. But, I went to the first class and, my friend didn't show up, but I went and I fell in love with it. Like the first day I was there, I said, this is an individual sport. I was a really, big baseball player. I was a pitcher, I was a shortstop, and, I had sort of dreams and aspirations to go to college and, make it to the pros. And when I got into the martial arts, I really, really found sort of my passion. And, I think that that's, something, that I've carried on ever since. I've never stopped training since 1989.
Ever since that first class,
yeah,
it just sparked
it sparked my interest. Yeah. And the interesting thing about it was that, I was 14, I was a young kid, and my instructor had just came from Korea. And I started in November of '89, I remember that. And he had, came to the United States in August of '89.
So it was like meant to be.
So yeah, he really didn't know much English. Mm-hmm. But the funny thing about it is that I understood him, and I people say, how do you understand what he's saying? People come from another country, they want to say, oh, I can't understand him, so they just give up and they walk away. But I understood him, so him and I kind of had that connection, and throughout the years of me training. He put me in as an instructor, at an early stage, and I really enjoyed that, because the one thing that I have to say, my father told me this years and years ago, and it stuck with me forever. He says, always be a leader, never a follower. So when I got into the martial arts, I thought to myself, I was like, wow, I could be a leader here. And I could actually do this, for me, and then eventually teach other people, the martial arts. And hopefully today, I'll definitely show you guys something, and hopefully you enjoy it. Some real basic self-defense moves, for the street.
Well, that's what I'm really looking for, because I reach out to a lot of women on this show, and I'm an older woman, whatever that means. But I'm out there by myself sometimes. And, I just want to know, what are the basic things that we need to know when we're out there? Should we be out alone? Should we be carrying something? Mm-hmm. How should we stand? I'm just going to let you kind of get into it. And,
that's a good thing. I have a self-defense sheet basically, that I wrote up on my own, and just through the years of teaching self-defense. But the one thing I do want to say, to everybody out there right now is that it kind of bothers me because, you know, I'm not a big guy. I'm 180 pounds, 5'11". You know, people look at me, oh, he's nothing, yeah, whatever. And then when I get in there and whoop them, they're like, whoa, where's this guy coming from?
So you think you're going to whip me today?
No, not you.
All right, just
actually, I'm afraid of her, so it's okay. I'm just kidding. But you know, it's not necessary. I mean, now I'm talking about the mixed martial arts, like the cage fighting, UFC, you know, stuff like that.
So you do all that too, though?
Yeah, I do that, absolutely. But it's about technique, and it's not about how big your muscles are and how much weight you can lift and, you know, how much you could talk, because that's what a lot of people do. And it really bugs me because I have so much experience in fighting. I'm a professional fighter myself. So I've been in there, you know, with some of the big names, the top names.
Let me mention something before I forget. You're going to be on a movie soon.
Yeah.
A Hollywood movie,
yes,
aren't you?
Yes.
And what's the name of it?
The name is Southpaw.
Southpaw.
Yeah,
okay.
with Jake Gyllenhaal, Rachel McAdams, 50 Cent, the rapper. Awesome
nice.
Dude.
Okay.
50 Cent is great. I mean, you know, I had a different perception of what I was going to meet when I met 50 Cent. But when I met him, he's one of the smartest guys, the coolest guys in the world. I'm honest to God, this guy is awesome.
Well, I wanted to mention that because I think that's just phenomenal.
Oh, it is, yeah.
So I'm standing on the street then. Maybe I'm coming out of the gym late at night, or because I'm always telling women, get to the gym or do your workout, take a walk.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what. The first thing that I wrote down here, and all these are very important, but the first one is train yourself to be alert and aware of potential dangers, and then learn to notice things out of place. Someone following you, for example, or just looking at you, trying to connect with your eyes, whether he likes you or he's stalking you or whatever, you just have to be aware of that. And don't put yourself in dangerous situations. And, this is something that, everybody really has to, mentally you have to understand that. If you're going to go somewhere and you're going to go, shopping really late, everybody goes to Walmart at 11, 11:30, 12 o'clock. Well, the thing is, I train police officers too. And, a lot of attacks and stuff like that happen, at Walmart, in the parking lot, outside, because, people understand what's popular. Walmart is popular, whatever. I mean, it's, it's good, it's bad, whatever you think of it. But, it's open 24 hours a day. And, for instance, the guy, that's possibly a drug addict, alcoholic.
We have a lot of those
in
this county.
Exactly. He's down on his luck. He needs an extra $20, $40, $50. He sees a lady walking out through the parking lot, and there you go. That's his victim.
So,
so as you were saying before, and I liked what you said before, that people who are, and this is another thing that kind of angers me.
Yeah.
The whole world is wrapped up in their cell phones and their
all
iPads.
looking down.
Everybody's here.
Yeah.
So when you're always looking down here,
I can sneak up
you
behind.
I don't know you don't know what's going on. So basically, what you should do is always, be aware of your surroundings.
Okay.
And the way I do it is sometimes I get, well, what are you looking over here and there and this and that? Well, I want to inspect everything, and I want to see who looks like a potential danger, and
just by body language, sometimes
exactly,
you can tell those people.
exactly, and then who looks, safe, and here's the family, here's the mom with the kids, and here's the dad over here buying, paint to do this, that.
So you just do like a mental inventory.
Yes.
What's going on, and you kind of pan the area.
And then I know where possibly my threats are, and then I just keep aware. Even through peripheral vision, I see you. I still see you, but I know if you're going to get closer to me, then this is what we're going to cover here in a minute. Some self-defense techniques.
Okay.
But once again, always train yourself to be aware.
That's got to be the main thing.
That's the main thing.
Okay.
And don't be naive. And this is another thing that I have to really explain to you. You know, I hear a lot of people, you know, we all have a house, we all have, you know, a deck, a grill, cars and motorcycles, and we're all happy, everything's great. But at the same time, you know, you got to be aware that somebody wants that.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that don't have that. They've lost their job, they're, you know, addicted to drugs, you know, they're down on their luck. You know, what is important to them at this point?
Yeah.
The thing that's important to them is that they're going to go and find somebody who has it and take it. Simple. So if you're the victim and you're looking at your phone and you're scared and you're looking like worried and, oh, I got to get to my car, guess what? You're the first one that they're going to come after.
And you ever notice how women, how they're portrayed in magazines or even like catalog ads for clothes? They're always looking like a victim. Their one foot is turned in, and they're either looking down at something or their shoulders are rounded. And like if I'm out, I'm standing like this because I'm ready.
Yeah.
I've been abused before.
Yeah.
So, and I won't go into detail, but I'm always ready. I'm always looking around, like you said. And I'm always standing, like my abs are always in if I'm out there, and I'm kind of flexed.
Yeah,
I'm kind of tense.
Yeah, you're ready to go if you have to. Now, going off of what you just said, now that's wonderful. I like to hear that. But the thing is that, you know, women, men, kids, everybody has to have some sort of training to know what to do in that situation. Because here's the problem. And this is what I experience. And like I said before, you know, guys are 200, 300, 100 pounds, whatever. You know, they come in there, and in their brain, they've watched a lot of Chuck Norris on TV.
Oh, you gotta love Chuck.
So, but I love Chuck. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
you have
awesome.
to.
I've met him. He's a great guy.
He is awesome.
But at the same time, they think that they could fight.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the fight starts, they're like, oh, man, you know, it's not working the way I thought it was going to work.
No, and I've
So-
had that happen to me.
Yeah, but here's the point. The point is that, you know, in our brains, we're all champions.
Oh, yeah.
We're the best. We're the strongest. But there's always someone out there that we have to understand that's got your number. And they're gonna find it. And if they don't have really anything to live for or have anything to go back to, what are you?
Yeah, what do they have to lose?
Yeah, what are you?
Yeah.
They go to jail, they get 3 meals a day,
Air conditioning.
air conditioner, TV, so what? Or they're going to get your money, they'll get away with it, they'll get their next hit of drugs, they'll get their next, you know, drink or whatever, and then another person will be a victim. You know, so that's the thing. You know, you got to always be self-aware. So,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm standing around outside then, right?
Yeah.
And you come up.
Okay.
What's a good thing? One time a guy did come up behind me.
Yeah.
And he knew me from the gym, and I really didn't know him that well. But I was standing in a grocery store, and he got my arms behind me.
Oh.
What should I have done?
Well, actually, you know, the first thing to do is if, you know, there's a potential threat or whatever, you know, now if somebody has their arms behind you and you don't know this person and you're in a public area.
I didn't know who did it. I couldn't see him.
Yeah. What you should do is be very verbal, you know, first of all. You know, let go, and help. And then then all of a sudden, you know, then you find out. Now, were there other people around?
There were some people.
Yeah.
But nobody seemed to do anything. Everybody just kind of figured he was a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And it was a long time ago. But I do actually practice screaming when I'm in my Jeep.
Yeah.
And I turn my music up, and I do practice my scream because I've noticed that sometimes it's hard to get that out there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, you
So
know.
that's the first thing you want
being
to
verbal if, you know, somebody's tied you up or whatever. You know, that's the thing. You know, but the second thing is if you see a potential threat coming your way, I have this saying that there's like a 6-foot circle around me. Now, if somebody gets within that 6-foot circle that's aggressive, okay, then you know it's on. This is going to happen.
Game on.
So the one thing that everybody has to understand too, and a lot of people don't understand this, is we have a a situation that happens in our brain. It's called fight or flight. Okay, so the fight is that we're going to put our hands up and kick, punch, and do whatever we have to do to survive.
Okay.
Right? And then the flight is, oh my God, I'm going to get, and it's called submission. So when you submit to an attack, you're in big trouble. Okay? Even if you submit to an attack right away, he jumps on you, then you start to fight, you've already given the person the opportunity to...
They've got the advantage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. And this is the way that I fight. I mean, now this is going off of, real fighting like the MMA, cage fighting, boxing, or whatever. It's always in my brain that I want to get the first punch off. I want to hit him first. And when I hit him first, what happens is my confidence level goes up, his confidence level goes down. Mm-hmm. So now he knows that I hit him first.
Got you first.
Now, yeah, there you go. Now he knows that I'm the one that actually, struck him first.
Yeah.
Now
so
he's got to make it up. Mm-hmm. You understand?
Yeah.
Now it's the same thing in a self-defense situation. If you look submissive and you're scared and, don't hurt me, I have a family, I have kids, I have this, who gives a...
They don't care.
No, they don't care.
If they're out looking for heroin or something, they do not care.
They do not care because, if you have this, that, or the other thing, so what? Mm-hmm. You're just a victim. You're the one that I have to get something from, So they're one-track mind. That's it. That's all they want. So what you have to do is first of all, if you're going to come at me, what I want to do is I want to have my hand out like this, okay?
Okay. So
if I have my hand out and I tell you and you're coming towards me, I just say, all right, settle down, stop. What do you want? What's going on? Look confident. Don't look, oh no, don't touch me. Don't get around me. So you want to keep that hand up there, and this gives me sort of a little area. So if I walk to you like this, now keep your hand out there and then blade your body. Blading your body means turn to the side. Yeah. Now you're giving me less of a target area.
Oh, okay.
So now I can't just hit you.
Because if I were here.
Yeah, if you're here, I could kick here or I could run in and grab you. Yeah, so now you're in this position, but you want to keep your front foot facing forward. And I'll show you because we're going to do a kick.
Okay.
Now this is keeping me away.
Okay.
All right? So come on over here just a little bit. So if I'm walking to you, what you want to do is move your back foot and your front foot. So if I walk to you, so you're moving your back foot, and then front foot. Yeah, so you're kind of shuffling backwards. Exactly.
But I'm keeping my hand here.
Exactly.
Because I want to keep you out of that personal space.
Exactly. You want to keep me out of that personal space. And for me to sort of strike from here, you'll see it coming. Okay, you'll see.
Oh, because I'll be...
Yeah, you'll blade your body, and you'll see a punch coming or whatever. Okay, so that is the first technique that you guys want to think about. You want to think about creating that circle around you, and if anybody comes in with aggression or anger or whatever, you never let somebody in your personal space.
And you want to look confident.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But you want to have something to back that look up to.
And you have to, yeah, because if you don't have something to back that look up, then you're kind of going to be in trouble yourself. Now, this is going back to, what I was saying that kind of angers me a little bit. Everybody walks into my gym and tells me how tough they are. They're the toughest person. Mm-hmm. And this is a funny thing, but there are so many guys that come into my office and sit down and tell me that they're 100-0 on the street. Nobody could beat them.
Really?
I beat everybody up. Yeah, I've heard this so many times, and it's like, it's almost like an epidemic. Like these guys come in, and I'm like, well, how many street fights you had? About 100. Yeah. And I'm like, how old are you? 19. I'm like, wow, I had 32 professional fights. You had 100?
Wow.
And they're like, well, no, there weren't professional fights because I mess with them. Now I'm gonna kid around.
Yeah.
Well, they were street fights, and I'm like, oh, who recorded that?
Yeah.
Was the state there? Do you have a referee? No, it was a street fight. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. But anyway, so what we want to do now is in this position. Just watch me. Now I'll be you for a
Okay,
second.
okay.
I hope I look as pretty as her.
Here, you want my Beretta? Okay, I'm walking towards you.
So yeah, now I'm here like this, and the threat is looking, imminent. It's going to happen. Okay, he's going to come here. So I want to take my front leg and kick right to the groin.
Okay.
Just like that.
Oh, because
okay?
I'm coming face on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so I'm coming at you like this, and like I want your purse or I want your money or whatever.
I carry a brick in my purse.
There you go. That's
I'm
awesome.
waiting for somebody to take my purse at Walmart.
And just hit them with a brick. That's pretty great.
Just like on Mama's Family.
Well, see,
Yeah.
now that's another tip, ladies out there. Carry a brick.
Carry a brick. It's
Yes.
a pet brick. It's not a weapon.
Okay.
It's a pet brick.
You actually really do?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Is that okay?
Give me
to
some
do that?
knuckles on that. I like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Because my mom's always saying, "Watch your pocketbook. Watch your pocketbook." I'm like, "Ma,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
I really want him to take my pocketbook."
Because I have a brick.
Yeah, brick. Okay.
Okay, so now what you're going to do is real simple. Just face forward.
Okay.
Now you're going to have your right leg forward or your left leg forward.
Okay.
Which is going to feel more comfortable for you?
Right leg's good.
Okay. So what you have to do is you have to, once again now get comfortable with the way you feel, when an attack is there. It's coming. It's imminent. You're gonna have to fight. So my left leg is going to be my leg forward. Now, what happens is
because to kick with your right, you mean?
Yeah, no. There's two stances.
Okay.
So your right foot back this way is called orthodox, and with your left leg or right leg forward and your right hand forward is called southpaw.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you're going to come around with your left.
Yeah, it kind of
Okay.
goes back to the movie I'm in, right? Southpaw.
Yeah. Kind of
Okay,
sneaking
so-
that in again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway.
I'm going with you on that.
Yeah, well, your
leg
left leg, but what you want to do is you want to have your power hand
behind.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay? Because this is going to be the shot you're going to hit them with, and it's going to be the most powerful.
And this is your purse hand
Yeah.
with the brick in.
So the weaker hand is forward. So
Okay.
basically what you want to do is you want to take your left foot, very simple, with your hand out like this. Take your left foot, kick. Now, who can't do that? It's simple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. Very
so you're
easy.
holding them out, kick
And
them
then
in the
just kick
groin?
them. Kick them in the groin. Now, there's 4 points on the body that you want to think, and these are the most sensitive points. So the eyes, the throat, the groin, and the knee.
Okay.
Okay? So those are 4 points. Eyes, throat, groin, knee. Okay? So those are the 4 points that are going to be affected quickly in a fight. Okay? So the worst place for a guy to get kicked is between the legs. And I'm sure that all the husbands and boyfriends and sons, and
know.
everybody out there is going to say, I agree with him.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what you're going to do is you're going to come from here. And what I want you to do is I want you to take that left foot like this, or right foot if you're southpaw, and you're going to kick the groin, and then you bend your knees and you go forward like this. So basically what you do is you get into your base, your stance.
Okay.
So after this, I'm going to go kick, base. Now I'm ready to strike with my elbow, or I'm ready to strike with my fist.
Okay.
Or I'm ready to strike, which is another good one, with my knee.
Bringing
my back
this one
knee.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it comes into the stomach, lower stomach, groin. You could do that too.
Once I went to kick someone years ago that
Yeah.
was bothering me.
Yeah.
Well, he grabbed my foot.
Yeah.
And then I went down on the ground, and I was paralyzed from the waist down for about 10 minutes.
Jeez.
So, like, if you're going to kick somebody, should you kick low, like, so they can't grab you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because I think I have a tendency to kick high.
Well, here's the thing, though. This is going back to what I was saying about, having the confidence. I could fight anybody. I could beat anybody. I don't care who you are. In your brain, you think you're tough. Then you sit down and you eat Oreo cookies and dip them in milk and, eat ice cream and drink wine and beer and, yeah, I'm tough. Yeah. Smoke cigarettes, whatever. Okay. Yeah, great. You're tough for yourself. I don't think about anybody else. So, anyway, so what we're going to do is this is, you have to train. You have to train this. Now, watch my kick. So I'm right here.
Okay.
So I'm going to be here. I'm like, I don't want any trouble.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, you can't grab it.
No.
Now I'm here, and I'm going to come in with something else.
when you came like this,
Yeah.
that made me look at your hand.
Now, here's the thing. What I want to do is almost like hypnotize you, or I want to like lock eyes with you, or I want you to really focus on me up top, okay? Now, when I throw my kick, what I want it to do is to be a surprise. So when I kick you, I don't want to go tap dance. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because then all of a sudden he's going to look at you. Oh, what are you doing down there? I'm
Okay.
sorry, I'm not a dancer.
No, that-
I try.
That was pretty good, though.
Okay, so what? Yeah, there you go. All right, so what we're going to do is
I'm coming
I want to
at you.
say, you know, come on, I don't want any trouble from you. I don't want any trouble from you. Kind of look submissive a little bit. I don't want any trouble. Boom. Now I got you.
Oh, you got me. Because
Yeah,
you look submissive.
because I'm
for me.
looking at
And I
you.
saw you.
Exactly. I'm looking at you in your eyes. I'm making it seem like I don't want any trouble. Come on now. Come on, please. You know, I have
Yeah.
kids. Bang, hit them.
I didn't see that coming.
Nope. And then you come in and you throw an elbow straight across like this. So let's do this real quick before we end. All
Okay.
right. So what I want you to do is take your left foot like this.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is something for you to train at home, and just go slow. Don't go crazy and hurt yourself. But I want you to do it slow motion. I want you to pick up your left foot and then point your toes forward like this. Yeah, you want to point your toes flat. You want to come right up between the legs into the groin.
Oh, with the top of your foot?
Yeah, top of your foot. So you don't want to put your foot back here. You want to put it flat.
Okay.
Yeah,
See, I was
so-
doing that wrong.
Yeah, it's okay. See, that's why I'm glad
That's why
we
you
got
did
to
it.
it.
Okay.
So you're going to come straight up, base,
Kick
and then
the
what you
base.
want to do is you want to kind of step outside their leg, and I'll show you that in a second.
Okay.
And then you come over, and then just take your hand and elbow strike like this.
In the chin?
Yeah, right in the temple, like right here, the ear, the temple, the forehead, whatever.
Okay.
This is a bone on bone, and
Okay.
it'll sometimes it'll create a cut, which will be good. So
'Cause
you
it's not
come
gonna
here.
hurt me.
No, it's going to go here, and then you just follow up and just grab the neck, and I'll show you that in a second. Boom, knee strike. Yep. Okay. So I know we're running a little short on time, so let me show you this here. So you're the attacker, okay? So
I'm coming in.
what's going to happen is you're going to be like this.
Okay.
You know, hey, I want this, yeah.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to stay here like this now, yeah.
That's kind
So-
of fun.
So what I want to do is I want to come
Okay.
up. That's okay. Stay there.
Okay.
So I go kick. Now I step outside you. Now look how close I am. I come over. Boom. Hit you with the
Wow.
elbow. Then I turn over and I keep my elbows tight here like this. And pow. Hit you with the knee. Now the reason why I keep my elbows tight is because if you were going to shoot to go down for a takedown like a football tackle, go ahead, try that.
I don't know
Try-
what to do for
like go down like you're gonna grab my legs like
Okay.
that. Go
Like
ahead.
this?
Yep.
Oh.
See where my elbows
Uh-huh.
are? You're not gonna go. You're not gonna grab. You're not gonna be able to.
Okay.
You're not gonna be able to grab
No,
me
I don't have any,
because
any strength
no
there.
leverage. You
No
have no
leverage.
leverage. Yeah. So once again, just you really pay attention to this, and this is what you want to practice. Look a little submissive. I'm sorry. I don't want any trouble from you. Groin
Okay.
here, elbow. Wherever
Okay.
you hit, just aim for the face, aim for the
Because
head.
I'm trying to get to you.
Yep, aim
Okay.
for the face, boom. Then you put your hands behind their neck and then like this. Just clap them here, almost like a pancake we call it, here, and then knee. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Because you could break the neck right there. You
Yeah.
could.
Well, you could hurt them.
Yeah, you could hurt
and
'em.
and it's really hard. Are you okay? Your neck good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So look, let me show you something. Okay, pull your head up.
Oh, it
Go ahead, pull it up. Can't.
Can't
Nope.
pull it up.
So when you pull down like this. See how my elbows are going together?
Yeah.
Pull down.
Okay, so you're saying, and I want to tell you, if you want to continue on with this, I saw on your website that you have 8 classes. Is that what it is
Yeah.
for women's self-defense?
Yeah, we have the karate class, which can help you out. And this is my number right here. It's 724-322-2210.
Women, we all need to take some classes. If you're already taking a class on self-defense, if not, contact Mark. It's in Washington, PA at 122 East Main Street,
Yes,
I believe.
Washington, PA, 122 East Main Street. We're directly across the street from W&J campus.
Remember, take the challenge and commit to be fit.